Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Sip. Today we are talking about the Mississippi Anime Fest. Now, this entire space that we're in inside the Trademart is going to be filled with at least 5,000 people this weekend. Saturday and Sunday are expecting a huge crowd. Now, my whole purpose in today's show is to answer a question: what is anime? Because some people say they only know Tina Turner as anime, but that's not the one we're talking about. We're talking about the characters, the games, the comics. We're talking about all the things. We're going to have a cosplayer here this morning. We're also going to hear from the voice of Mario, and today is Mario Day, so it's only right. I think this is the show you're going to enjoy. If you don't know what anime is at the end, I guarantee we're going to answer exactly what it is, and you might even come to the festival this weekend. So I'm going to send it back to you in the studio, and I hope y'all are ready for today. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to speak to one of the organizers of Anime Fest, and now we're going to help you plan your weekend. So we were talking about the Mississippi Anime Fest this morning. Y'all have a lot of things planned for folks this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, it's an awesome event for the entire family, so I hope everybody comes out and has a great time.
Now, when you say everybody, you mean like 5,000 plus people, right?
Yes, we are expecting over 5,000 people. It's been a growing event. The first year it had about 1,500, and we're up to about 5,000.
Wow. So can you give me a rundown of exactly who's coming, where they're going to be, because this whole space is going to be turned into something completely different.
Right. We'll have voice actors from across the country, everybody from Charles Martinet, who's the voice of Mario and Luigi, who I think everybody knows. We'll have voice actors from Dragon Ball, My Hero, One Piece. So we have great voice acting legends. We'll have vendors and artists from across the country, fan groups from across the state. So there's a little something for everybody.
And so we were talking about that in terms of anime, because we were trying to answer the question, what exactly is this? And everybody says there's something for everybody, but can you give me just a good definition of what anime actually is?
Well, anime started out, we called it Japanimation back in the 80s and 90s, and then it just morphed into anime. It's basically, if you know cartoons, it's just cartoons that are mostly created in Japan and then dubbed with American voices. So just think cartoons, but with a modern twist.
And we did have this conversation too. Boondocks kind of can be considered anime?
Yeah, a little bit. The animation style is a little more in the Japanese way. So yeah, you see a lot of crossover now between cartoons and anime.
So, okay, we've got cosplayers, we've got voice actors, we've got all these things. What are you most looking forward to?
Oh, I just love when people come out and have a great time, when families come out and bring the kids. Kids that are 10 and under get in free with the paid adult admission. So it's just great to see everybody come out and have an awesome time.
All right, and would they also get to see Ralph? Because Ralph is chilling this morning. He's not going anywhere.
Oh no, yeah, Ralph will be here all weekend. He'll be hanging out. He's our head of marketing, so he'll be here the entire time.
Gotcha. He's checking to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. So is there anything left that you wanted to let them know? I heard tickets one more time. That's what you said.
Yeah, tickets are available via our website, and you can also get tickets the day of the show at the door.
All right. Well, thank you for watching The Morning Sip. We are back in just a few minutes, and it's going to get a little bit more interesting, right? Comics and all the things. You don't want to miss it. Or Ralph. If you're contemplating going to Anime Fest but aren't sure what it is, you should make a trip to Van's Comic, Cards, and Games.
If you've heard of Pokemon, or you know who Goku is, you know what anime is. Sailor Moon, a lot of big popular things that came out in the early 90s, so it's been a generational thing since even the 80s. But yeah, if you've never heard of any of it, it's a really cool experience to check it out for sure.
Vans has an anime section full of titles you know and some you don't, but they say even if you're new to the genre, Anime Fest is something everyone should experience at least once.
It has so many genres, it has so many cool characters, it has so many cool stories, and to be honest, just it has a lot of cool people who like it. So there's a lot of things to enjoy in anime, including this community of people. It's cool to see the cosplayers, people who put a lot of effort into their outfits. It just looks awesome.
If you end up missing the festival, you can join the after party.
We're having a giant Mississippi Anime Fest official after party. I highly suggest coming here. We're going to have a bunch of Japanese and anime themed candy we're giving out to people, costume contests. There'll be some drink specials, things like that. And there'll also be some live trivia based on anime and manga.
Fans will be set up at the festival and in store all weekend long. In Ridgeland, Kayla Thompson, 12 News. Well, good morning and welcome back to the Morning Sip. Today's show is about the Mississippi Anime Fest, and we are learning all the things that consider anime, have to do with anime, and we actually have a special guest. Who are you?
My name's Taylor. I go by Tay Cosplay. I am one of the cosplay guests this weekend.
So you take this seriously. You've been doing this a long time.
Yes. I've been cosplaying for about 6 or 7 years, making costumes and armor and all the fun things.
Now, I knew what your name was when I said, who are you? But who are you?
So my character is Laudna. She is from Critical Role. So they have an animated series, Vox Machina, on Prime. She's not in Vox Machina, but she will be eventually when they keep coming out with episodes of Critical Role.
That's awesome. So what are you most looking forward to for Anime Fest?
I think my favorite part about coming to conventions is seeing all the costume creations and people bringing their ideas to life in person. And my favorite thing to do is ask them how they made certain things. Or if it's not a character I don't recognize, asking them where it came from and learning about new fandoms within the anime world.
That is so awesome. Josh, can't you just get some love for the outfit? Because, I mean, it's giving all the things. It's even got scissors on it. Come on now. She put this together. Now, Ty, I'm going to send it back to you. What's your favorite part of this costume?
I would say I love her hair.
All right, today is Mario Day, and guess who we're actually talking to? Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, everybody. You just don't want to miss this coming up after the break. It was absolutely amazing. Now let's help you play your weekend. Talk about Anime Fest without a special guest.
Hello, it's me, Super Mario. Woohoo! Mamma mia! All my friends in Mississippi, you number one. Ha ha! Hi.
So you've been the voice of Mario and Luigi since the 90s.
Yes, for 31 years. On my 32nd year was 1991 that I crashed an audition. I went in there completely uninvited, and I got the direction. You're an Italian plumber from Brooklyn. Make up a voice, make up a video game, and don't stop talking till you run out of things to say. And I said, it's me, Super Mario. Mamma mia, let's go. And I didn't stop talking until the tape ran out, and that was 31 years ago.
Wow. When you
so
think about like crashing an audition, number one,
yeah,
and then just coming up with something like that, is it something you already prepared for?
No, you know, I had never heard of Mario, I had never heard of Nintendo, and I just got the direction. We're going to do a real-time animation system at a show called Consumer Electronics Show, which is, you know, a big trade show, and I said, well, I had never heard of that either, and they just wanted a voice to do that live character, a real-time cartoon, and that was the first time a real-time cartoon had ever been done too in performance animation. And they didn't know whether it was going to work or not, but they needed somebody to sit there and not stop talking. And 31 years later, I'm still going, so.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like that, you're the only voice. To be the only voice of something, does that feel special to you?
It does feel special, and they've been so gracious to me through the years, giving me the freedom to do, the opportunity to do Luigi number one, ho ho, and Waluigi, and Wario, hammer today, yahoo, you know, it's like every time being given the gift to do it and being the only talent so far in all those games, it's just been absolutely such a beautiful gift.
So then thinking about the festival and cons in general, is this something you enjoy coming to?
I love it. I'm so excited to be here in Mississippi. I'm being right here, particularly in Jackson, Mississippi, this beautiful capital, right? And then to meet fellow Mario fans and, talk and do pictures and sign autographs. And also, I'm just greatly in love with cosplay and all the great fun things that people do together at the shows. And I meet people at some of these shows like, well, I met my girlfriend dressed as Mario and she was dressed as Princess Peach and we got married and look, here's our baby. And they've got a little baby with a, the little mushroom toad hat on. And I'm like, oh, it's a wonderful experience because you meet people that have the same passions and joy. And it's just one massive celebration and a very safe and happy atmosphere for all families, all people of all ages, And when you've been doing The Voice as long as I have, you meet a lot of people who say, I grew up with Mario playing with my granddad, and now I'm playing with my kids. And I go,
Wow.
That's a long time,
Ching.
Get your tickets at msanimefest.com or at the door Saturday and Sunday.
You told me I got to hit that run. Here we go.
Naruto run.